done.
Welcome back to Windy City Live, everybody. Our next guest is an actress widely known for her breakout role in the 2018 film, If Beale Street Could Talk. With her is the filmmaker known for directing and writing a string of films, including Love and Basketball, one of my favorites, and The Secret Life of Bees. The two recently worked together on a new Netflix film called The Old Guard. Please welcome Kiki Layne and Gina Prince-Bythewood. Hi, ladies.
Hey.
Thanks for being with us today. Congratulations on the film. It is action-packed.
Yes. Thank you.
I want to talk about the film because the training process for the actors, I can only imagine, was very rigorous, including the stunt training, the strength conditioning, combat training. Kiki, you did all of your stunts or most of your stunts?
Most of them. There's a few things that just, I may have wanted to do it, but, director and stunt team was like, we have professionals for a reason.
And we need you for the rest of the movie.
Right, that too. I did get to challenge myself physically still. It started with the training, and then once, we actually had to get in there, it was cool to kind of, discovered like, I can do that. I do have that, ability physically.
Right. And Gina, I know it's super important for you as a director to make sure your actors have that regimented foundation before they even start the film. I mean, you're a former basketball player, experience with kickboxing and whatnot. Talk a little bit about how important that is so they can really dive into the role.
Mm-hmm. It was hugely important, knowing how I wanted to shoot the action, wanting it to feel grounded and real, wanting it to be character driven. That meant that I needed the actors to really be doing it. And, for me and talking with Kiki and Charlize, we have women in here fronting this action movie. They can't look whack. They needed to look badass and real, and we had to believe them. And that's a beautiful thing that Kiki has, despite the fact that this is her first big action joint. Like, you believe her. She put in that work. And so it was really exciting to see her training and then see that training show up on screen.
Right. Kiki, how was it working with Charlize Theron?
The first thing we shot was the fight scene between us on the plane. So there definitely was a moment of like,
oh my goodness.
Sorry. But she actually, it was dope to work alongside someone who has been such a powerhouse in representing women in action. So there was a lot to learn just from being on set and just being able to watch her. And so I'm very grateful that my introduction into the action genre, I got to work alongside someone who, has all this experience and knowledge to share.
Right. I can only imagine. And what did you do, Kiki, to get ready for the role? Because it was your scenes, honey, are physically demanding and you had to be in tip-top shape.
Yeah, we were training for hours a day, all types of stuff. There was, just being in the gym, just building strength and muscle, the military and tactical training, which was super important because I was playing a Marine, working with weapons for the first time. It just, I don't know, it had to be done. I'm like, this is a part of, how this character expresses herself. And if I'm gonna do justice, to Niall and the story that we're telling, then I just had to be, fully committed and just accept my bumps and bruises.
Do you see yourself doing more films of this genre?
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. I really enjoyed it. I did.
Gina, I want to ask you, the film explores the theme of immortality, right? And how fighting for what's right can seem like, an endless, never-ending cycle. Do you see, and this may be a stretch, but do you see some sort of parallel between the theme and what we're actually experiencing now with social justice and the ongoing protests around the world?
No doubt. One of the things that the film does explore is the fact that the world, it keeps forgetting its history and keeps hurting itself over and over on this loop. And one of the things that just connected with me so much is the fact that there's this small group of warriors from different cultures and backgrounds and genders and sexual orientations that have come together to protect humanity. And, it really is about that they are compelled to do good. They don't know why, but, the thought of this group being in the world today would be amazing, but it is a film. And so it really is on us to be those warriors that are going to step up and fight against what's happening.
Right, right. Women are at the forefront of this film for sure, both on screen and behind the scenes. How important is that to you, to have that kind of representation and make sure that continues through future films and TV series?
Mhm. You know, it's everything. It's mind-boggling why so few women have had the opportunity to direct action films. I mean, we know why, but it makes no sense. You know, there are so many dope women out there who want the opportunity, who will be good. So it's just important for those of us who do get through the door to absolutely, you know, pin that door open so others can follow behind. But for me, the women behind the camera as well. We had a lot in terms of the department heads. Half of them were female, but it was never a politically correct thing. These women are dope and made the film better and made me better. So, you know, the smaller resumes are never about talent. It's only about opportunity. So I got this opportunity, so I'm absolutely gonna bring some chicks up with me.
That's what I'm talking about, girl. I love that. Okay, Kiki, you have had a whirlwind of success in the last 2 years since If Beale Street Could Talk. How are you feeling about being in demand?
I mean, I'm just grateful. This is what I've always wanted to do since I was a little girl. You know, I started going to performing arts school here in Cincinnati when I was 7. I went to DePaul in Chicago for my acting degree. And so it's good to, I don't know, all of that work and commitment to be paying off. And I don't know, I'm excited for all that lies ahead.
Yeah, you know, when people think about people from the Midwest, specifically Chicago, they call us salt of the earth. How do you think that prepared you for now being in LA and Hollywood?
I mean, I think it's the realness and the groundedness that we bring. You know, that's one of the things I'm grateful that I got my, you know, start in Chicago in the theater scene, where it's just the commitment that artists have there to giving it their all, you know, doing whatever needs to be done to authentically tell the story and being prepared and the work ethic and commitment. That's what I got to carry over into LA. And it is something that is unique to what we bring.
It's unique and it's special. Gina, just a few weeks ago, Love and Basketball celebrated its 20th anniversary. First of all, can you even believe it's been 20 years? I can't.
No, trust me, I can't either.
I know. And I have a 17-year-old now who's into all the movies that I grew up watching. So I'm rewatching them again as an adult with my teenage daughter. How does it feel knowing that your first film resonated with audiences then and is still resonating today?
I mean, you know, it's surreal, it's humbling, it's inspiring. You know, given the fight that it took to get made, how many times it was dead, the fact that it's still, you know, it's had the stamina and people are still discovering it today that it means something to them. I mean, this is an artist, that's everything that you can dream about.
Right, right. Well, congratulations to both of you again on the old guard. Kiki, Gina, thank you so much for joining us. If you're ever in Chicago when we get on the other side of this pandemic, we'd love to have you in studio.
No doubt.
Thank you.
Be sure to catch The Old Guard on Netflix. We'll be right back.